Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Prison Architect, where we've now got dogs, adorable little dogs. Look at them, there is Juno the guard dog, looking very, very cute indeed. I mean, if that's not lovely, I don't know what is, they're just wonderful. And Juno is wearing a little bow tie as well, just to, really complete the lovely look. Juno's wearing a bow tie, which is marvellous stuff. And as everybody knows, bow ties are cool, so well done Juno, you're very cool indeed. In fact, you know what? You're making bow ties extra cool, Juno. You're a good dog. Yes, you are. And I mean, of course, they are helping out around the place as well. They're keeping order and they're finding contraband and doing sort of prisony stuff. But really, we've got the dogs because they're little fluffy, lovely dogs. And this is the loveliest prison. It was a perfect match. So yes, we have 8 dogs, which is very good indeed. It's a wonderful addition to the prison. I mean, as well as the dogs, which were kind of the big deal from last time, we did get the interior corridor thing sorted out, which is very good. And we built up this area over here. And some of our cells now have flooring as well, which is very exciting. So things are looking pretty good. However, there is one thing which isn't looking quite so good, and that is our carpentry program. We're really struggling to get this grant here completed, and we want to get it out of the way really, so then we can pick up either the bakery or the restaurant grant, because we've got spaces to build a bakery and a restaurant, but there's grants for those. And if we get the grants for those, that means we get a nice big pile of cash to help us get the bakery and the restaurant in. But yeah, we can only have 3 grants at a time. And this seems to be the easiest one for us to get out of the way if we just make a few changes. I mean, this one here will get completed in due course. We just need more prisoners to go and pass those courses. That will happen in time. This one here remains a mystery. I don't know why we haven't been given the money for this. We have reduced the reoffending rate to 30%. In fact, currently, the reoffending rate is 22%, because it tells us there in huge big letters with a lovely kind of circly thing around it. So I'm not quite sure why we haven't been given that 25 grand. I feel a little bit aggrieved by that game. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. This will happen at some point in the future. So it kind of comes down to this. We need to get this grant sorted. So I think to that end, we need to make the workshop a bit bigger. At the moment, the workshop is a little bit kind of squished. There's not that much in here. There's a couple of saws, there's a couple of presses, there's a table, and there is only one carpentry table, which might not really be helping us that much in trying to get carpentry stuff done. So I think what we should do is, I think we move our security office somewhere else, and then we move the workshop into this space here. And I think a good place for the security office could be over here. It's not quite as big as the current security office, but the weather machine doesn't need its own room. I kind of thought that people would come in here and sit out the weather machine, but no, it kind of just operates on its own. It's kind of like an automated thing that just tells us when bad weather is going to happen. So it could go anywhere. So I think we move this to, I mean, it could just go up here or something. It could go over there. It could, thinking about it, there's a bit of room down here. It could just live down here. That would be absolutely fine. I would not be bothered by that at all. As long as it's plugged in and it can do weather machining, then that's okay. So I think, yeah, we move the weather machine down there and then transfer all the security stuff to in there, and then move the workshop over into here. I think that's what we should do. So let's first pick up and move the weather machine, please. Let's get this done right now, because that might help us get this kind of grant sorted out. I mean, yeah, there's nothing else going on in here, is there? So, yeah, okay, let's pop that just there. That will do the job. I mean, let's possibly, in case somebody does need to go in and jab a few buttons, let's make it look a little bit nicer, shall we? Let's take a lamp. So we'll pop a lamp into there as well, because why wouldn't we want a lovely lamp? So we'll put a lamp on that side. And of course, can we grab a lovely, lovely plant? Marvellous. So pick up a plant and let's pop that down to here. Let's put that on the other side of the weather machine. And then we could do with putting some flooring in here as well. I mean, it is kind of like a functional room, really, because there's a boiler in there. So, I mean, what are the other boiler rooms? That one is, I don't know what that is. Hang on. What flooring is that? That's the fire-resistant carpet. Okay, do you know what? In here, let's put the fire-resistant laminate flooring. Oh, there you go. It's going to run in from there. Yeah, okay. Do you know what? I'm okay with that. $900 to put flooring into a room that doesn't really need flooring in seems a bit expensive, but there we go. So if we then run time on a little bit, they can then move this. Oh, look, and there goes one of the dogs. Hello, who's that? It's Barky. Oh, what a wonderful name. There is Barky the dog. So yeah, if we could get this sort of moved over, that would be wonderful. And then, yes, we need to repurpose all of this kind of stuff up here then. So that's going to go. And some of those other bits and bobs are going to go. And that's okay. And then, yeah, we need to kind of move all of this stuff over as well. because I think security does need a desk and a chair and such like. So we do want to move some of these things over. We might not be able to bring everything, because I don't think we can fit all that stuff in to that room there, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, as well, it does make better use of this space, because at the moment it's very lovely in this room, but nobody goes in here. This room is completely and utterly useless, really. So there we go. I like the way that one person just lugs that entire machine on their own. One person's carrying a lamp, and this person's carrying this massive, highly sophisticated piece of weather equipment. And yeah, they're just carrying it along. They're scraping it down the walls. They're bashing it around the place. If it's knocked it into that person, yeah, it's fine. Right, okay. So the weather machine is going in. It's probably going to say it's not got power, which is fine. We'll sort that out. That's okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't have power. I was thinking, hang on a minute, does it have power? But no, it does not. It very nearly has power. Okay, so how about we just run that to there? That will give it some power, and that is wonderful. Okay, so then we've got the weather machine done. So now, what do we need for a security room? Hang on a second. So let's sort of zone that bit up over there, and then we'll see what we need, because it will tell us. Hang on, what's that saying? A weather center. Oh yeah, we need to make it a weather center. Of course we do. Hang on a second. Hang on. That needs to be a weather center down there as well. Hang on a second. Right, hang on. Weather center. There we go. A weather center with a boiler in as well. But there we go. It's a weather center. What is it complaining about? It's got to be a minimum size of 3x2. Why? Why does it need to be a minimum size of 3x2 game? Why are you doing this to us? Okay, fine. Fine, be like that game. Right, okay, that can't be the weather centre. We can live without the weather centre for now. Do you know what? The weather centre could go just here. We could build a door there. That's going to be at least 3x2. We'll just put it there. It's fine. It's okay. We'll move it around in a bit. Dear me, why does it need to be that big? I do not know. Okay, so in here, it's got to be at least 4x4, which I think it is. I think in terms of size, it is 4x4. Thank goodness for that. It needs... it's even got the desk in. It's got the swivelly chair. It needs the office desk and a filing cabinet. And then everything else is just sort of additional lovely stuff. So hang on. Let's get the desk. Pick up the desk. Shufty that over to here. And you know, yeah, we'll put that there because that's a good place for it. And then we'll get the very boring sounding filing cabinet. And we'll put that next to the desk. And then we want to get the... Obviously, we want we want a drinks machine, coffee and tea making facilities, very important. Let's put that just there. I think, though, we also do want to get in our wonderful door control system thingamajig, so we might have to possibly remove some things in here. I think that's okay. The yellow chair and the wooden table can stay. But yeah, the lamp might have to go, so dismantle that. And, I mean, that plant could be moved into that corner. Oh, hang on. Does that room need a radiator? That room might possibly need a radiator. Hang on a second. So dismantle that as well. Because, yeah, if people are going to be going into here, they're going to need some heating. So hang on a second. We shall pop a radiator into that corner. And that should be okay. We should be able to get hot water across like that and down like that, I would like to think. Okay, so that will move everything over there. The only thing is, yeah, if we then move this... Do we have to reconnect all of our doors and things? In fact, if we take that away, does that make this room no longer valid and that's going to break? I'm not entirely sure. Or do you know what? We could take some of our paintings, couldn't we? Let's not leave the paintings behind. Hang on a minute, hang on. Let's have some fine artwork over the desk. Very nice. Yeah, so grab that and grab that one. We've got the coat thing, so that's okay. We've got a coat stand. I think everything else in here can sort of be packed away. I think most things here can sort of go away. There is a nice swivel chair there now. Do you know what? We'll dismantle that. That's okay. Right, so runtime on. All these things here need to be dismantled as well. Ooh, and I've pressed a button that I didn't mean to press. Okay. That was lovely, though. I'm glad we looked at whatever we were looking at there. Right, dismantle that, and dismantle that, and dismantle that, and take that apart. And take the table apart as well. Wonderful stuff. Okay, and do you know what? Take the coat stand apart, and... Can we move the cactus to somewhere? What room would benefit from a cactus? That meeting room. What's that meeting room? Also does not have a radiator. Okay, some slight heating issues going on over here. Does the library have a radiator? I don't. The library has a radiator. Oh, dearie me. Right, yeah, we have let things slip. Yeah, that doesn't have a radiator either. Okay, hang on. If we could put a radiator there, that's going to be on the kind of hot water pipe, so that's quite handy. And then can we tuck a radiator into this corner here, possibly? Would that be okay? Because there's no room across the top there. So that corner looks like the best bet. Hang on a second. Hang on. Pop that there. And are we going to have enough oomph? Hang on. How about we bring that down like that and just run that across like that? There we go. That will do. Right, let's just move time on. Let's let them get things sorted. So they need to start, plumbing in the radiators and doing all that kind of stuff. That is still not in, apparently. There we go. Wonderful. So then we'll get that in. Then we'll lag those pipes. How much money have we got? 33.5 grand. That is wonderful. I assume that everything is going well in the prison and that there's, no, stabbings or whatever. No, it all looks fine. It all looks orderly. Wonderful. So if we get this pipe in, and then we can do the lagging of those pipes, because we might as well, whilst I remember, because I will forget otherwise. So, hang on a minute, hang on. There was a bit there, so do that bit. And is everything else done? It looks like everything else should be okay. Okay, so let's just, let's get this pipe in, and then we'll put the sort of pipe insulation stuff on it. And I think that's done. Wonderful. And it has actually reached the thing as well. Hang on, didn't do that very well. Right, so you get all that insulated. That is very good. Okay, so now we've sorted out heating across those three. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Stay indoors, everybody. Stay indoors. The weather is terrible. It's a thunderstorm. Okay, yeah, it's a thunderstorm. That's not very good at all. Okay, yeah. Can we please stay indoors? Because I'd like you to not get hit by lightning. But now look, everybody can go about their business whilst remaining indoors. I mean, yeah, you can't go out to the yard and play on the one solitary piece of apparatus, or go and play with the rat trap. You can't go and steal the cheese out of it. But I think that's fine. I think that's a small price to pay for being hit by lightning or whatever. Okay, there we go. The dogs are sort of looking around the canteen, making sure everything is in order. That's wonderful. How are we doing over there? It looks like they're lagging those pipes. Okay, so the security office is looking pretty good. Let's just dismantle that, because now into here, I think we might want to move these over as well, which is somewhat unfortunate. Hang on. Can you move that? Workman, can you please move this? It would make life significantly wonderful. No, you can't move that chair. You just can't reposition a chair in the room that you were in. It would have taken you, I don't know what, 3, maybe 4 seconds. But no, fine, it's okay. You can't move a chair. Okay, we'll wait for somebody to move the chair. And then we need to move the table over. And then we need to move that chair over. But we can't do any of that now because they're all kind of in the way of each other. I mean, can we left click to make that a priority? I'd like to get this done as soon as possible, please. I mean, I kind of think it's a simple job. We're not asking much, but it's taking forever. Okie doke, right, I'll just wait for this to get done. Oh, finally, there we go. Somebody is coming to move the chair. There we go, wonderful. I mean, that took a very long time. Thank you so much indeed. Right, and then, oh no, not dump. I want to move it to just there. Then we want to move that table. And then we want to move that chair. And then we can move the security sort of door opening console thingamajig around. So they want to move that chair to there. We then want to, pack that away, please. The plant needs to be taken away. There we go. Wonderful. Right. And now we can go down here and we can move this thing. So we can move the door control system. Okie doke. Right. So we want to move that all the way up here into that corner. And then we want to move the lovely comfortable chair as well, because of course we do. So we go have a lovely seat, because this is the loveliest prison. So pop that just there. Okay, now the big question is that going to retain all of its connections? I really hope it does, because if it doesn't, we've got to go and reconnect every single door to the beepy machine thing. Oh, it might need some power, possibly. Hang on a second, hang on. Yeah, sort of forgot about that. Run that up like that. That would be wonderful. If we could just connect that up there, that would be splendid. We've gone over 50 grand. We've got over 50 grand. It's not like we've even completed a thing. Oh, there's quite a lot of rats again. Hang on a second. Let's get we can't get the pest control people in because you've got a lot of air traffic going on. Hang on. I'm just going to keep pressing the button until it works. We need them to clear off, please. Yeah, air pest control. Nope, still can't get them in. Still too busy. Can we clear the flight deck, please? No, there we go. Right, okay, we've got one lot of them in. Marvellous. Right, is this connected to everything? Okay, so connections. Botherations. No, it isn't. Okay, so if we seriously got to go through and connect to every single door. Okay, fine. Yeah, well, there we go. We might be a while then. Okay, right, let's go and connect doors. Okay, I think that's done. I mean, what I should have done really is check the total number of connections that it had before we moved it and then made sure that we had that same amount of connections now. But there we go. We didn't do that. A lesson learned. So that should be okay. So hopefully all the doors can start opening and closing. I mean, this one down here, I didn't connect because this is going to come out. We don't need this now. So I think we can get rid of this. And yeah, we could do with a little bit of a better sort of screening thing here. So maybe... I mean, we could just open this up. We could just open this bit up. It doesn't need a corridor going along here anymore. We could just make it a great big workshop and have the two kind of metal detectors over there. That would work, wouldn't it? That would be very, very good. Do you know what? I think that's what we will do. In hindsight, that will make better use of that space over there. What on earth is that? What on earth is that? What? Hang on, did you just make a terrible mess? Jagger is vomiting everywhere. Oh. We've got people with food poisoning. Ah, bother. Okay, that's not good. That's never a good thing. Okay, right. Okay, they'll sort that out, I'm sure. Okay, so is that sorted? The security room is up and running. The door control system is in. Doors are being opened and closed, hopefully, sufficiently. Okay, right. So that should be okay. I think, yeah, we can now get on with sorting the workshop out. So if we say, no, that's not a security room anymore. We can take out... Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Because one of the radiators... We're going to need to move the radiators around. I think... Can we just turn it round like that? And then just have a radiator there. That's okay. And then we'll work around that. So yeah, I think if we go to here and demolish those walls like that. And then... What flooring do we have in here? It's the... Oh, it's the rubber. It's the reclaimed rubber, isn't it, I think? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So if we then get that set up as a reclaimed rubber floor, that should be okay. And then, yeah, we want to kind of get that up there as well, don't we? So we want to get sort of, yeah, door there and then metal detectors there. In fact, you know what? Let's move those now so I remember what we're doing here. So, yeah, metal detector can go there. Metal detector can go there. And then that door, we can move that door to go there. And move that door to go there. So you go through the doors and you have to go through a metal detector. It's absolutely imperative. And then I think we can get rid of this and we can dismantle that door. We can dismantle the servo thingamajig. And then when that's gone, we can just take out the walls. I think that's what we can do. This is going to be wonderful. Possibly, maybe. Hopefully it's not going to implode, which it might well do. But yeah, there we go. So take out all of those walls, please. And then when that's done, we'll put the flooring in. Also, we do have a radiator. I mean, hang on, where are the pipes for that? It literally goes to just there. Okay. I mean, that room seems warm enough. Hang on, temperature. I mean, there is a window. Do we just put that in the corner? Maybe we just put that into the corner. Just move that over, right down over there, and get some hot water pipes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's just put that over there. It's quite a big space. We'll make sure it's nice and heated. Okay, everything has gone dark. Everything has gone dark, and that is generally a terrible thing. Okay, what's happened? What's happened? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Why has everything gone off? Right, okay, this is bad. This is bad. That's overloaded. Transformers must not be on the same circuit. Oh, have I connected the circuits up? Have I connected the circuits up somehow? Hang on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there! Ah, yeah, I've connected the circuits up. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We can do this. We can sell that utility and that one and that one. That should mean there's a separation over there, and that should be fine. Oh, that's sort of fallen apart as well. Hang on a minute, hang on. Can we repair that? Can we put that back into place? Okay, hopefully that means that all the power can come back on. We've sorted... Oh, no, hang on. Everything is overloaded. So we need to switch all these back on. Now, a few people did say, yeah, why don't you just use all switch on? I tried this last time. It didn't do anything. So here we go. Time is ticking on. All switch on. And now it's working. Okay, do you know what? All switch on works really well. I swear that didn't work before. I really swear that didn't work before. Oh, there we go. Right. Problem, disaster averted. Possibly made a little bit more fiddly than it needed to be, but there we go. Never mind. And I think, yeah, the hot water is slowly being pumped back down the pipes because the boilers are back on. Okay, this is a little bit of a sort of a high-risk area over here, but yeah, it's fine. We've sorted it out, and those things are plugged in. Okay, Right, let's get the flooring done over here, and then we'll we'll zone this out as a workshop, and we'll come back when all the flooring is in. And there we go, our workshop has been expanded. That is very good. We do have Barsby down here, who is being taught carpentry stuff. How are you doing with that, Barsby? Can we tell? Can we click through and see? So the prisoner, yeah, there we go. So you're on a reform program, attendance 48%, success chance, 47%. He's become a little bit more bored, apparently. He's starting to stare at the wall or whatever. Okay, so we do have somebody at least trying to understand how to do woodwork stuff. It might not go entirely according to plan. However, the room is getting a bit fussy. What's wrong with that? Enclosed. It needs to be surrounded by walls and doors. It looks fairly enclosed. Oh, hang on a minute. Is it because the edge of it over there is... Hang on, I've not zoned that out properly right to the edge. Hang on, workshop. Let's sort that out. There we go. Look, it's enclosed because, yeah, it wasn't kind of butted up to those doors over there. Right, there we go. So now I think what we'll do is let's get this done. Let's get the whole carpentry thing out of the way because we don't want to interrupt whilst that is happening. So I think that runs to... Hang on a second. Hang on, regime. So maybe at 12 o'clock we'll start moving things around. There we go. So it's around 25 minutes past 12. Nobody's in the workshop. So I think we can now get things moving around. So I think first things first, let's move the table. Let's put a couple of those tables over there. I think that could be very helpful. So hang on a minute. Let's go to objects and let's get ourselves another oak table to store more things on. Because it looks like on there they put the finished number plates and the metal and the wood as well. So if we get 2 of those, that's got to be a helpful thing. That can be moved out of the way. And then I think, could we possibly then start thinking about getting more of these in? Or do we want those to go the other way? Do we want those to go the other way? Possibly. Hang on. They need a bit of room on either side. They need a bit of space if it stands sort of on either side of these. So I wonder... If we build those... No, but there's a corner just there. That's not a great corner, to be honest. Unless we put the tables over at the end. Maybe we put the oak tables down here. There is a radiator there, which could be a bit of a problem. Okay, right, hang on. We've told them to do that now, so they need to put these in. That's okay, so they can come and do that. I don't think they're going to be doing too much else. So hopefully they're going to run in and get this done. There we go, well done. And then you're just piling the stuff up around the place. So, hang on. So if we put time on normal, if we move that to... Yeah, we could put both tables there, but the radiator is in the way. Okay, do you know what? We're going to move the radiator. We're going to put it there. That's fine. We'll pop it just there. It's okay. I'm sure it'll slot in very nicely. And then that table can move down there once that radiator's been repositioned. Okay. So they're now out, out of the way. They're down in this little kind of, this little annex bit down there. So now we should be able to start moving these around. So yeah, carpenter tables. So they can use these. So I think, can we get, say, another 2 of those in? Another one there and another one there. That would be wonderful. If we could do that, that would be great stuff. So let's go to... Now, I know they're not cheap. They're $1.5 a piece. Ouch. But I think we should be able to put one there. And we should be able to put one there. I think they should be able to get to there. I know there is a radiator there as well. But I think they should be able to use that. Because, or is that going to get in the way? I really don't know. Do you know what? Dismantle that radiator. Dismantle that one. That's okay. And then, with these, could we just put... I mean, what's the best way to do these? They're a bit bigger. So could we move them along a bit? I mean, what have we got with this space up here? Now, there's a big load of space over there that we're not doing anything with. So how about, can we put that just there? And that... just there, because there was a wall across there and they were next to the wall, so that's okay. And then the workshop presses could go kind of around here somewhere possibly. We could fit another couple of saws in. That would not be a bad call, would it? Hang on, they're really expensive. Again, $1.5. Ouch. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those across the top there. Right, move time on. Let's get all this stuff kind of in place and then we can see what we've got to work with and what room there is left. Why has everything gone dark yet again? What is going on over here? What is going on with the electrics in this part of the prison? They're all over the place. Oh, yeah, okay. Fine. Yeah, we've connected the grids up again. I think what we might need to do is just blat that entire... Yeah, sell utility. We might sell a water thing as well, but it will come back and plumb that back in. Hang on a second. A large pipe needs to go back in just there, please. Right, that should have sorted everything out once again. Hang on a minute. This is very silly. Okay, hang on. All switch on. All switch on. Yeah, there we go. Right, lights are back on, everybody. Panic over. We know what we're doing with it now, sort of. Okay, so the third one of those has gone in. So if we get the fourth one of those in, that is wonderful. And we could get a fifth and a sixth in, possibly. But yeah, I think we need an equal amount of those, the saws, to the presses. So now the only thing is, we can't put those exactly where we'd like them. Because we can't put them right there, because they're going to get, you can't walk by them, which is a bit silly. So we could, I suppose, go 1 and 2 across the top. Or we could just have them going sort of sideways like that. And that would fill the space in. So how about we have 1 there. Hang on. No, we're already moving that one. And then move. Hang on. Move. No, we can't. For some reason, we can't move that. Workshop press. Move. Thank you. And then put that one there. We might be able to get a third in there and then a fourth one up there, possibly. Okay, we'll see if that works. We'll see if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. They seem to be doing quite well there. We might need to sort of plug these in. They might need some power at some point. Okay, so now can we get... What have we got? Still got around 50 grand, which is very welcome. Okay, so we'll have another one just there. And then I think, yeah, can we put another one across the top there? Like that. And then make sure that they're all plugged in. Are they all plugged in? That one might not be plugged in. It might be just ever so slightly short, which is unfortunate. Right, so bring that round, connect that up there. Don't connect it to the top bit, because that way disaster lies. Okay, so hopefully now we can get 3 carpenters in, and we can get 4 people doing workshop duties. Hopefully, if this is all set up correctly, which it should be. It looks like it should be. It's a little bit annoying that we've got like a press on its own and then these 3 here. But Joe, what? It's fine. It's fine. It will have to do. That's kind of good. That's the space we've got. Because, the carpentry tables are quite chunky down here. So, okay, let's see if that works. When do they go to use that? When's the earliest time they're going to go and do that? Hang on a minute. Regime. Possibly 8 a.m. So let's make sure that at 8 a.m. they're going to come and do this. However, is our program running for that? Carpentry, 8 till 10. Yeah, okay. So let's see if somebody comes in and has a go at this. Please, somebody come in and have a go at this and complete the program and then make us a load of really wonderful, superior, fancy pants beds, please. Do you know what? Thinking about it, could we do these in pairs just to make it look a little bit tidier? That might be quite nice. What if we had a workshop saw and then a press and a workshop saw and a press and a workshop saw and a press and in the middle a workshop saw and a press? Just to, get them into pairs. Because that's wrangling, that one there. It's annoying me that it's kind of out on its own. It's sticking out a bit like a very, very sore thumb that's been stuck in a workshop press. So I would quite like to move these about. But are we just making more work for ourselves there? Possibly so, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Let's move loads of things around that we don't need to, but that I would like to. There we go. That looks a bit better. It looks slightly more organised. So we've got a workshop saw, and then a press, saw and a press, saw and a press, and then a saw and a press. Also, what's going on here? Ashby is running around the workshop unsupervised. Okay, I kind of feel like that might be a bad thing. That's going to end in disaster, isn't it? Because Ashby is going to pick up a sheet of metal or a workshop saw blade or some other kind of, fairly sort of, stabby type of thing and possibly go on a bit of a rampage. Okay, Ashby. I mean, at the moment, Ashby is just doing laps. Ashby is just very happy doing laps of this workshop press here. Which is okay, it's exercise, it's very important, but yeah, maybe you would, do you want to go and do something else now? You've had your fun running around in the workshop, maybe you could go and do some other stuff, I don't know. I mean, do we have room for another pairing of these? It'd be wonderful if we could properly kit the workshop out, and then people could come in here and loads of people could do all sorts of important jobs here. That would be very good. Hang on. Can we have a look at that? So there is a gap. I think we can. I think we can get another one just there and then another press just there. I mean, it's going to sort of be right at the edge of the wall, but I think that should be okay. Yeah, okay, let's get that done. I think they should be powered. Yeah, they're on this kind of really horrific bit of power grid over here. I mean, that is quite terrible. That is quite terrible. Hopefully we don't have any kind of electrical inspection going on because, yeah, we're not going to do very well in that. There we go. Very nice indeed. Right, so the workshop is set up and the chappie did come in to go on his course. He did turn up. He was at that bench there. So we've still not got anywhere near kind of, getting superior beds made. But hopefully Chappie did sort of maybe try and bump his skills up a bit. It was you, wasn't it? It was Barsby. Okay, can we see how well you're doing? What are you in for? You're in for texting whilst walking. Okay, and then, banging into everybody. Can we see how well you're doing in this thing? Carpentry apprenticeship. Success. He passed. Oh, Barsby, bring it here. Let's have a hug. One has passed. He's passed. We might be able to make some superior beds, but at the moment he's going off and he's doing cleaning. No, we don't want you to do that. Hang on. That door hasn't been connected to the magic door thingamajig. Hang on a second. We can do that. Let's connect that door all the way down there. Okay, there we go. I think all the other doors should be connected. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, the weather centre isn't working either, is it? We do need to look at that as well at some point. We'll come back to that. It's not that important. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Ashby is now running around the security room. Oh, the security room's got... the security room has saloon doors. Possibly we might want to put a proper door in there. That's not great, is it? Hang on a minute. We'll get that sorted. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, take that door away, please. And can we put in some proper big, heavy doors? Any large doors in storage? No. We'll have yellow. Because yellow and blue, like Geek Cupboard corporate colours to go into security. Yeah, that all... I don't know which way around it goes. Hang on a minute. That's to the right. That's to the left. That's... I'm confused as to which way that door's going in. But we'll put the door in. And then we'll see which way it's kind of supposed to be opening. And then we'll put the motor gear thingamajig on top of it when the door is in place. Okay, so someone is fitting the door, which is very good. Right, which way does it open? Okay, it's opening that way. So the gear needs to be on this side. Okay, yeah, we can work with that. And there we go. The magic door opening gear servo thingamajigger is in. So now we just need to connect it up. Nice and simple. Okay, wonderful. So now we don't need somebody hanging around to go and do that. However, what we could do is, over in the workshop, we could possibly do with somebody being positioned in here, one of the guards, just to make sure that nothing bad does go on here, because it's quite a rich source of dangerous materials over here. So possibly we could assign a guard to hang around in there for a bit, and they can check the metal detectors and all that kind of stuff. So that might be worth doing. Also, is it worth stationing a guard over in the canteen, sort of cafeteria bit as well? That might be worth doing. Do we need guards anywhere else? I don't think we do. I think that should be okay. I mean, hang on. We could put a guard or two in the sort of corridor bit. In that, let's put 3. Let's have 3 guards wandering around that sort of, the corridor bit, just making sure that people are behaving and they can check out the common room and all that kind of stuff. Okay, right, there we go. So it took us a while, but we've got that sorted. Hopefully now we can see people making beds. Now, do we have to tell them to make a bed? Is that a specific thing that we need to say? Or, I mean, yeah, I'd like it if they did make beds. We just got paid a load of money. That's very nice. Yeah, I don't know if we have to tell them to make beds or not. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully we'll see Chappie come in at some point and start working on the carpentry tables, making some lovely beds for us. And then we can slowly creep toward this being completed. And do you know what? Let's fix this actually whilst we're here. We forgot to put the flooring in the solitary cell down in lovely cell block C. So let's get that done now before we forget. So it's blue carpet just there. And then the bathroom is, of course, the lovely classic white tiles. Very nice. And do you know what? Whilst we're here, let's move the weather centre, shall we? Where can the weather centre live? Because it does need a new home, because it's not working where it's situated right now. The only thing is, I can't really see where it should go. It doesn't really have a very logical place, so I think it might have to go just here. I think we build a wall just there, we take out this kind of bit just here, we put the door over here in that wall, and then, yeah, it can go over here. That should be okay. So let's work on that as well, shall we? So move that to just there. Right, and then we want to get kind of a wall in here and all that kind of stuff. So hang on, let's just kind of, let's rebuild this bit over here and put the weather centre over there. And there we go. The weather machine has been moved so it can, go bleep and bloop and make other weather machine noises over here. It's plugged in. And of course, we've taken the light on the plant as well, because why wouldn't we? And yeah, it's a valid weather centre room now, which is very good. I don't think we have any kind of impending terrible weather events going on. It seems quite ordinary. It's overcast, the temperature is sort of okay, it's spring. It's not very exciting right now, but there we go. If something is going to happen, then we have our weather machine plugged in to give us a little bit of a heads up, which is wonderful. Oh, and look at that, that's crept up a little bit. That is very, very good news indeed. So yeah, it was on 70%, I think it was. It's now up to 90%. So a couple of prisoners must have passed the foundation education course, which is very, very good news indeed. So that's going to be complete, hopefully, at some point in the nearish future. Then we just need to get somebody to pass the general education course. Are we even running that right now? Or did we bail out on that to have 2 lots of the foundation education courses? Hang on a minute. It looks like, yeah, nobody's interested. Hang on. If we start running that, is there still nobody interested? It's unscheduled. Hang on. So what if we stop that classroom having that, and then oh crikey, where's it gone? Where is it? There it is. What if we then sort of try and reschedule that back in? Nobody is interested at all. 8 to 11. We need somebody to be interested and somebody to pass it, please. I mean, what does it do? It's led by a teacher. It's 3 hours. They require a desk. Okay. Yeah, they must have the foundation education program. So only those people those 2 who've just passed might want to go and do that possibly. That is still a bit of a problem, isn't it? It's a very, very slow going thing. Okay, never mind. At least that's going up. At least we're getting closer to one of our goals being completed. If it's not the one we wanted to get complete, at least something is moving in the right direction, which is always a positive. And I think to finish things up today, let's work on the yard, because our yard over here is a bit of a mess, isn't it? It's a little bit of a mess, and we've just got given another $3,000. So we're up to almost $54,000. I think we can spend a little bit of money on the yard. So I think maybe we have, that seems quite good actually. What if the yard begins kind of here, so past these saloon doors? So what I'm thinking is if we get a room and we go to yard and then we just expand the yard up like that, but then the flooring of the yard I'm not really happy with. Also the fact that it's full of sort of rubbish isn't great, is it? Can we please sort of empty this out? That'd be wonderful. So can we go to the flooring? To start with, can we just have it all set as a nice flowery field? Because that would be wonderful. That's $5,500. That's a lot of flowers. Do you know what? It's going to be worth it. It's going to look beautiful. And then we can start putting lovely things in here. We can start putting really fancy objects in. We can have topiary bushes and topiary swans and all that kind of stuff. And we can have fern bushes and willow trees. It's going to be lovely. Is there a fountain? Is there a fountain? There must be a fountain somewhere. There's gnomes. Oh, there are gnomes. Topiary bushes, there's balls, there's topiary cats, there's topiary dogs. Oh, this is splendid. Is there a fountain? Hang on. There is a fountain. Place in water to create a relaxing fountain feature. Can be built on water. Oh, there's a drinks fountain. I didn't know there was a drinks fountain. That could be quite a handy thing to dot around the place, couldn't it? Okay, let's just get that done. Also, what things can go in the yard? What objects can go in the yard as well? That's obviously, we've got the one kind of climbing frame thing. A dumbbell rack, that can go in the yard. Tire stack, that's not lovely enough. A punch bag. Okay, so how about we have, right, here's an idea. Once all the flowers have gone in, let's move time on nice and quick. Oh, that's going to look so lovely. Oh, that's really nice. That looks wonderful. We've had to chop down some trees to get them in, but that's well worth it. It's lovely. It's a meadow. It's a lovely, beautiful meadow. That's very nice. Can we please dump the stumps? Right, and we'll move the rat trap thing into the corner, and we'll put another one down there just to really, really make sure. So hang on a minute. So rat trap. Rat trap there. So pop that there. And then I'd quite like maybe around the edges, along here and all the way down here, sort of down toward the rat trap. Possibly just have some nice, tall tree type things. Have we got those? Can we put those in? Hang on a minute, hang on. Where's all the outsidey stuff again? We don't want apple trees, we don't want fruit trees or anything. Topiary bushes, rose bushes. I mean, there's an awful lot of very, very wonderful options. I mean, there's dragons and all sorts going on. There's a little wheelbarrow planter. Oh, this is very exciting. Okay, this is what I was thinking of. Border plants. Okay, so a decorative flower that can use to fence a little garden. That's kind of what I was thinking. So could we have that coming along a bit? And then you could have a little way in down here. So what if we sort of did that all the way down here? And then we put plants in the middle. And there's a little sort of pretty border type thing. So if we had that going all the way down there. Oh, hang on. Did we want, hang on. Cleared that. We'll have that there like that. And then hang on a second. Cleared that. So that like that. And then we'll have the border bit going like that. This is more complicated than I was expecting. And then like that. And then swivel that around like that. And then tip that to the other side. And up like that. And then in the middle here, we can just have a whole variety of little plants. Maybe that side can have trees. And this side can have little plants. Like rose bushes and begonias. I mean, I've got no idea if they're good or not. But okay, so we'll have... Oh, hang on. What? Why can't I do that? Outdoor only. I mean, it's very much outdoor. It's very much outdoor. Why can't we have a rose bush? Hang on, what? This is confusing. Why can't we have rose bushes? These are very clearly outdoors. Right. Okay. I mean, it's going to scupper our plants if we can't put flowers outside. I was kind of hoping for all sorts of exciting stuff. Why can't we have that? We can have a topiary bush and a topiary bush at each end, because that's nice. But why can't we have those? A decorative bush full of red flowers. Outdoor only. For some reason we can't put it anywhere. Okay. Does it need to be in, like, earth or something? Is there a flooring type that needs to be... Does it need to be mud? Does it need to be mud? Okay. I mean, that would be a shame, wouldn't it? Because we're going to put mud in the middle. But, okay, we'll see if that works. Let's turn that into mud and then see if we can plant some nice plants in that. I mean, it's making it look a little bit more sort of rubbish than I'd hoped. Okay. Right, so objects. And let's go back down here again. So, rose bush. No. Why can't we put a rose bush outside? Or sunflowers? Or anything else? I'm hugely confused by the whole thing. Unless it's because they've put those in. So it's not like they can't get in. Okay, I don't fully understand why we can't put flowers outside. Because that's kind of disappointing. Because I kind of pinned my hopes on having lots of flowers on the outside. Hydrangeas? No, none of that. Heather, bush, no. Okay. Is it a different type of flooring, possibly? I mean, I'm very much clutching at straws here, but it's worth a go, I suppose. Okay, I'm not quite sure why we can't do that. That's a little bit befuddling. I don't really know. So what we'll do is, just to make sure that people can get in, we'll clear that bit just there. And then that means that they can build all this kind of stuff, but they can still get in and add things later on. That's okay. And one thing I did just notice, there's a running track. Perfect for our inmates to jog on in the yard. So that improves a yard's grade. So maybe over here we kind of have a lovely kind of floral kind of bit, but over here maybe we have a little bit which is a tad more functional, possibly. So could we have, say, some plants across that wall, if we're allowed, and then could we have, say, a running track going across it? I'd like it to not be right at the top. I'd quite like there to be a little bit of sort of stuff across the top, like something to just sort of, demarcate sort of the yard bit from the farm bit, which is going to go up here. And we could have some lovely paving stones. That might be quite nice. Going like that and going to that. I know we're going over the flowers we just put down, but that was just to get them in. And then how about we kind of do that like that through there. So there's a little kind of path to walk on. And then that could go like that across there. And then like that. So you can walk out of here and then walk around the gardeny bit. That's quite nice. And then, if we get a running track in, so put a load of trees down that side. How much money? We've got 47 grand, loads of money. It's fine. Right. So let's get, where are those trees? Willow trees. Oh, they're huge. They're huge, big things. Okay, maybe not willow trees. They're going to take up too much room. How about just a load of topiary bushes all the way down there? We could have different things. A topiary warden. Maybe we don't get a topiary warden. That's a bit weird. I mean, we could... Oh, there. Look, I like that. That's exciting. Just a massive load of those down the side. That's very good. And then, let's just get a... let's get a running track, which could go, sort of... You can run along the edge there, I would say. So let's have a running track going like that. I mean, how big does it need to be? I don't know. I was thinking we could put stuff in the middle of the running track. So we could have a bit like this. And then in the middle here, we could put other kind of, gym equipment. And we could put things like this. We could move the tyre apparatus in and all that kind of stuff. Is that worth doing? I mean, yeah, we could put... Can we grab that possibly? Hang on. Come out of objects. Can we pick that up and move that to say... Can we turn it sideways? Yeah, so if we put that... hang on a minute, hang on. I've got a plan. Where's the flooring? Get rid of that flooring. Running track. Goes across like that. And then down like that. So it's a gap of 3. There you go. And that thing fits in quite nicely. And then we can put other things in. So we can have a dumbbell rack and some punch bags. And they can be over here in this kind of, fitness corner type thing. I quite like the idea of that. So we'll have, say, a punch bag and a punch bag, and then we'll have, I don't know, maybe some weights benches, kind of across the middle like that, maybe, and then we'll have another tyre thingamajig like that. There we go. I like the sound of that. Does anything else go outside that makes that any better? I don't think there is. No, that's to do with cells. Yeah, these are all very much sort of insidey things, aren't they? Okay, I like that. So let's let them do some of this work, because we have just told them to do an awful lot of stuff. We might also need another gardener, possibly. There we go. We have another gardener on board as well to help us do planting, but of course not of roses or whatever, because apparently we can't plant those. Maybe it's the season? Maybe we can only plant rose bushes in summer or something? I've got no idea. Oh, we just got hit with a $5,000 fine, a prisoner reoffending fine. Okay, I mean, we're still looking pretty good for money. We're on 43 almost grand, so that's not so bad. And yeah, look at that. We're getting stuff done over here, which is very good. The only sort of issue right now is that it's quite dark. It's very dark out here because, it's nighttime. It's 3 o'clock in the morning right now. So we have got loads of people trying to do, their work as best they can, but it's quite difficult to see how it looks because it's quite dark. But I think, the running track looks pretty good. I like that. And then with that done, we could then go to, flooring. We could get the nice paving sort of slabs and make it go all the way up there like that. They don't look that nice, the paving slab things. I was hoping they might look a little bit nicer. I was hoping they might look slightly better. I mean, how about, reclaimed brick? It doesn't look very good, does it? It looks a little bit sort of faded. I was expecting something with a little bit more oomph kind of stuff to it, but do you know what? It'll probably do for now. But there we go. Look, there's a nice little sort of outsidey bit. Can we put... Hang on, is it still... It's still spring. Can we put plants in? What if we just try and surprise the game? Rosebush. No, that didn't work at all. I don't know why we can't put them anywhere outside. It's very odd. That's very strange. Why can't we plant certain types of plants? I'm not really sure why that would be a thing. Okay, never mind. What can we put down here? I think we'll finish this bit off down here, and then I think we'll leave it for now. But can we put some nice things down here? How about we just have a load of gnomes? Can we just have a massive load of gnomes? Yes, we shall have the gnome wall. That's very exciting. We'll have the gnome wall. I like the sound of that. Also, it might be worth doing another quick shakedown. Let's do a quick shakedown of everything, just whilst we're here. 375 places now. Do you know what? We are earning an okay amount of money. Why don't we treat ourselves, to another couple of guards? 22 guards, and we'll get another orderly as well, just to make sure that we've got enough people, and another janitor possibly, and another gardener. There we go, plenty of people around the place, just to make sure that we don't run into any problems or whatever. Yeah, okay, wonderful. And look at that. The gnomes are in. The gnomes are looking wonderful, and we have quite a nice kind of garden. It's not properly sorted yet. Could we just... What can go in this corner? What could go down here? Can we get something? Is there a bench? Could be some nice benches. I don't want bleach. Park bench. We could put a nice park bench over there next to the rat trap. That's lovely. And then how about we have another one there, and then we can just have some flowers across the bottom. Or maybe not some flowers, because the game doesn't want us to have flowers for some reason. Okay, no hydrangeas. Kind of ruining my plans. Flower planters. Wellies. That's perfect. That's wonderful. Yes, we'll have some welly flower planters. And then we'll have... Oh, yes. we'll have flowers in wheelbarrows. If we can't have flowers in the ground, we shall have flowers in wheelbarrows. Thank you very much. Okay, that'll do. There's a solar wall light. Okay, that sounds like a good thing to have. Hang on. So we'll have one there. Hang on, what's that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that worked out quite well. And then that flipped around on the other side. Okay, we'll put one just there. And then one there. And then possibly one there and about one there-ish. That'll do. So some solar wall lights. Very nice. So that should light things up at night time. Just to make it slightly less kind of less dismal at night time. Now I think what we'll do is we'll finish things up for now. Because I was hoping to get all this done. But I'm not quite sure why we can't put those plants in. So I might need to go away and have a look at that because, I want to make this very pretty. I'd like to have another little bit over here in the middle with some more nice sort of small benches and maybe like a little fountain, a pond. A little pond in the middle would be wonderful, but I don't quite know how we do that. Like, how do we put water in? I don't really know. I mean, landscaping. Oh, right, that might possibly be it then. Possibly this over here. Hang on. Is there something over here that we need to put in to make things grow? Grass? Is it just grass rather than anything else? Hang on. Let's put grass down there. Let's just see if that makes a difference. Can we plant things on grass? Which would make perfect sense. I would like to think you should be able to. But can we plant like the rose bushes and stuff on grass? I don't know. But then, then we can put... Oh, yes, we can put water in. We can have a water feature in the middle. Okay, that's what we're going to do next time because that's going to be wonderful. Right, we've got grass. Can we put a rose bush in? No. Why? Why, game? Why must you taunt us? Oh, and it's taunting us even more with another $5,000 prisoner reoffending fine. Has an entire day just gone by? And I've just been staring at this. I mean, is everything else okay? Are things okay in the prison? Is everyone still alive? I mean, we had no kind of notification saying, oh dear, there's a riot and people are having their heads chopped off, whatever. So, it seems fun. It seems fun. And we have a kind of a not quite complete, but significantly lovelier than it was previously yard, which is very nice indeed. Running track. It's got some stuff to do outside. You can lift weights. You can go and climb through some tyre things. And then you can have a sit down over here. You can admire the wellies with plants in. There's a great big load of gnomes because why wouldn't you want a huge amount of gnomes? So next time, we'll come back. We'll put a little kind of water feature in the middle with some fountains. And then we'll just make it look nice. We'll put some topiary things in. Hopefully we can get some plants in over here. That will be nice. And we'll just make it look really lovely and pretty and very nice indeed. And we'll try and work on these as well. The never-ending, never-completable grants. We shall give that a go as well. But that's all for next time. I think we shall finish up for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on in next time out in Prison Architect. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Charlotte was murdered by Martin. Do we need to arrest Martin? Aaron was murdered by Martin. The mighty defence rectangle has been completed. We've crashed into a ship over there. Hello, pirates. They're just firing bits of explosive junk. It's killing quite a lot of pirates. Connor was strangled by Martin. Somebody stop him. I'd love to stop him.